Hello and welcome to the third part of the Answer Me video, where we're looking at probability and more specifically expected probability. So if you're onto this third video, then I expect that we've done questions 1, 2 and 3 together. So we've solved for 2 green, no green and 1 green. While doing that, we've also had a look at how we can use tree diagrams to our advantage, and how we can read the question effectively. Now that we've done that, let's move on to expected probability. So this sub-question here is asking for a very specific thing. It's asking for an estimate. Okay, it's asking for an estimate of how many green lollies we'll get when 2 are chosen. Okay, so we need to find the probability that with 2 picks and no replacement, how many greens we'll get. Roughly. So this involves finding the average, and to find this, probability has given us a very handy formula, which is EX is equal to the sum of X multiplied by the probability of X. So what does this look like? Let's draw a table like this. Like this. Okay, so this is probability that X is any value. So it's saying the probability of big X is some value. And that is very much the case with this problem. So our values for green can be 0, 1, 2. So that's the number of greens we can get. So I can either have 0, I can have 1, or I can have 2. I can't have 1.5, I can't have half. I either have 0, 1, or 2. Great. So let's fill in our probabilities then. So the probability of getting no greens, as we did before, was 20 on 56. The probability of getting 1 green was 30 on 56. And then the probability of getting 2 green was 6 on 56. There. So we put in our different probabilities. Great. So you might notice something interesting about these 3 columns and their probabilities. For this to work, they need to sum to 1. Okay, so these need to fill up the entire sample space. Okay, and in this case they do, because 20 plus 30 plus 6 is 56. Great. So they sum to 1. We've made sure that that works. Now let's apply this formula. So our expected value is going to be the sum of this. So 0 times 20 on 56. So this is X. So X from there is 0 multiplied by the probability, 20 on 56, plus 1 times 30 on 56, plus 2 times 6 on 56. Okay, so that's the probability we get 2. So this sum here is going to tell us how many greens we expect when we pick 2 lollies. Now, I haven't had to do anything special with these probabilities here because these probabilities are already created for 2. So you need to be careful about that. Most questions will be nice and they'll say 2 lollies. It'll be resonate throughout, so the probabilities will be for picking 2 lollies. But you need to be careful about that. So let's finish off our question. So expected value of x is going to be 0. So anything multiplied by 0 is 0. Plus 30 on 56, because that's multiplied by 1, plus 12 on 56. Now this is 42 on 56. And if we divide that by 2, just to be safe, we can get to 26, 21 on 28. And then that divided by 7 gives us 3 on 4. There we go. So what this means is that we expect on average to get 0.75 or 3 on 4 green lollies when 2 are chosen. So effectively what we have found is the average number of green lollies we will collect when 2 lollies are chosen. When 2 lollies are chosen, we expect 0.75 of them to be green. Thank you for listening to this 3-part video. I hope I've helped distill some of the myths around probability. And come back to the channel. We'll have other handy math nuggets to help you get your head around mathematics and all its intricate little facets.